What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome to the Curious Red Flags versus the World morning show. I appreciate everybody that's showing up at the later time. I had to do it today. I had a scheduling issue. You know, the jobs are always trying to make you do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make you do. They had me doing CPR training this morning, and I'm just like, they want me to save lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Okay. Your life will be saved depending on what type of lunch you had. If you out there eating some shit, you in God's hands when it come to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, straight off the bat. You know what I'm saying? But so I had to reschedule the time today, and I got a special guest that's on the show today, man. She'll be in here soon. And Jonnae Thompson. Y'all feel it, man. I see my cups run over. I see Simone L in the building. A lot of stuff we're gonna talk about today. A lot of stuff, a lot of shit we about to get into on the show, man. Appreciate everybody that showed me so much love that came in from the that came in from the 50th episode of the Curious Red Flags, man. Y'all showed me so much love. I really appreciated that. Candace Marie, Hippie Goals up in here, Isaac Gentry, Carmelita Strong, my cups run over. I see y'all, Keenan Headnot. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all really made the 50th episode of the podcast feel so good. What's up, what's up, mods? My mods in the house. When Janae get up in here, please let me know. So when I get her cash app, please put her cash app up in the chat, man. But yeah, the 50th episode, man. Y'all made that very. I appreciated y'all. I was excited. You know what I'm saying? That was a big time episode for me. So for you guys, I'll be bringing you guys Daphne Springs this Sunday on the podcast, episode 51. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring y'all some shit. I'm gonna bring y'all some stuff, but we're gonna get the show started right off the bat because when I put a picture up on YouTube, she don't know I put a picture up on YouTube to promote her. But y'all was all in the comment section. I'm here for that. One dude was like, "Oh my God, it's the skin." Like that's kind of creepy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like when somebody say, "Oh my God, it's the skin," Janae's skin. Then somebody else is like, "We've been liking her since Great Taste." You know what I'm saying? So I said, "All right, cool." Without further ado, let me bring her in. Please give it up for the one, the only Jonnae Thompson in Jonnae Thompson in the house. Let me get this off the screen.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Let me switch you over here. Boom.
What's up?
What's up, Jonnae?
What's up? Thank you for the lovely intro.
Oh, of course. Thank you for doing the scheduling change with me as well and being available, man. So look, Super Mario style. That's who said it. Super Mario style was like he been loving you since Great Taste, but somebody else was like, it's the skin. And I was like, what? Like, it was like, it's the skin for me. So,
Sis, the body better.
There you go. There you go. So, Jade, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm actually grateful for the schedule change because I am not really a morning person. I be up, but I don't be excited about being up. So you got me in a great spot.
There you go. Well, we're gonna get right into Janae right now. Janae, what are you sipping on?
Oh, a little tequila mixed with some tea.
It's cool. I got
tea mixed with some. I was like, I didn't know if you could drink on this show.
No, you could drink. You could drink. Hold on, man. Matter of fact, let me take care of you. Kenny, I got an imaginary staff. Kenny, make sure you keep filling up Janae's bottle. Fill her bottle up. There you go. Fill her bottle up.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
There you go. See, I got Jack and Jamba Juice. Jack and some Jamba Juice in here. So it's nasty, but I'm there with you.
It's not a good taste. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just
not a good taste. Let's start the journey. Let's start the journey with you. So I've been out here since 2011. I believe I met you in 2012. In 2012, where were you at in your career in 2012?
2000.
Before you answer, I'm so sorry. My
Yeah.
mods just told me. What is your Cash App?
It's, should I put it in the thing?
No, say it, and my cat. They're gonna take care of it right now.
$ pay Janae. Real simple.
Hey, Janae.
Let me go there.
PAYJONNAE, right?
Yes, you did that.
There you go.
Write it too, because
yeah, write it and they'll paste it for me. My mods are super dope. Make sure you guys share the live, y'all. Share the live, hit the like button, share the live. So let's start. And I met you around 2012. Where were you at?
2012. I had just graduated college the year before from CSUN. I had just gotten signed to like a commercial agent. I was doing a lot of just live shows at the Comedy Store, Ice House, Flappers, just, that kind of the circuit there. I was actually in development to become a paid regular for the Comedy Store in 2012. This was right before I relocated back to San Diego. So this was like kind of my last, I didn't know I was going to be moving for a little bit, but yeah, I was definitely just getting it anywhere. Open mics, convalescent homes, quinceañeras, whatever. You know how we get down, Nick. So I met you on that circuit. Just
you did.
Whether it was in the Valley, whether it was in Inglewood, like you even came down to San Diego, I remember, to do my shit. Like, so yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you, Isaac.
One of the things that I had noticed about you, if you don't mind me saying, is even you went through a lot of changes, and one of the things I can honestly say, you went through let me see, you went through a trend, like, so you were singing, you also sing, and I remember when I came to your show in San Diego, it was you were on stage and you like hell, like you're kind of like you know what Bo Jackson is, and Bo Jackson can play baseball,
he's athlete, right? Yeah,
football. So you like it was like I was like, wait a minute, so you know how people like they can sing, but like you sing, you know what I'm saying? Like, so tell me more about. Let's get into the singing background of you. Tell me about the singing.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. I was born in the church, so that naturally came with, when you're a PK, it don't matter if you can sing or not, you're going to be in the choir. You're going to do it. So that's where my singing first started. And I remember my 25th birthday here in Los Angeles, Jahan Jones and Miss JDMV, they had a room, Las Palmas, which was like, they had a live band and we showcased different singers, comedians, and they were my neighbors at the time. So, I'm like, for my birthday, I would love to sing. Like, everybody knew I did comedy, but I was kind of like, let me try this out, like outside of just singing in the choir or just the background sort of thing. Let me see, if I put that energy into it, what that would feel like, So 25th birthday did it. And then I was just kind of hooked from there. And when I moved back to San Diego, the comedy circuit, it just wasn't quite, I didn't acclimate as well as I did to the one here in LA. So I needed an outlet to stay creative. My brother, he's a drummer. My other brother, a singer. He produced a lot of R&B events. Dad is a gospel DJ. Like, so the music thing in San Diego was kind of like much easier for me to find a community and just keep things going. So it was like, the moment I did one show, it just was like boom, 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 boom. Festivals, House of Blues, just whatever. Like, things just started, weddings, like it just kind of just fell into,
What's crazy is in 2012, you said you had just graduated college.
Yeah, I graduated 2011. So
I just been watching you grow, huh? Like literally, my old ass been watching you. Grow.
You've seen a lot. You hit it. Transformations, like
so one of the transformations I want to make sure, because I want to make sure you're comfortable talking about it. Is you like health? You lost you went through a transition where you lost a lot. Can you get into that a little bit? Because that was the first question I was going to ask. but I didn't want to get into that, and then the women be like, "That asshole." So
Oh,
I
don't mind.
Like,
And
I know
I
Janae,
a lot
guys.
of pat on the back, so I don't, I'm all about just being comfortable wherever you are. But when I moved to San Diego, I just had a lot more time to focus in on me, how I was feeling, my surroundings, family, just like not just the grind. Like being out here in Los Angeles, everything was just such a just laser focused, like college, career, boom. Like I never really took that time to just check in with myself. So when I moved back to San Diego, I had that time. And I started doing things like meditating. It may sound corny,
No.
but just like slowing down to really listen to what my body was asking for, what my body, was craving, what my body needed, like paying attention to what types of disease I was already predisposed to, like these sort of things where it's like, not just that, but our lifestyle as entertainers, it's late nights, late night, you're not going to really find nothing healthy to eat. Most of the times you may be getting paid in a meal or drink ticket. So it's alcohol, fried foods, and lack of sleep, all of those things combined. It just, I would say like a foreshadowing of like, okay, if you don't make some changes, you are getting older, this is what could happen. And I didn't want to be, not to even take it extreme as like dying, but just having like a lesser quality of life, like not being able to walk up, stairs without being in excruciating pain, or just certain things that it just was like, I could see this quickly,
And I'll tell the people, I mean, Janae was beautiful then as well. All right. But it was very noticeable for me watching her, like, which every time she came coming back and forth, I was like, Janae is losing weight and she's doing it the right way. So that was one of the big, and I can honestly say, you could tell me if I'm wrong, that change also helped with a lot of what you're doing as well, because I can't even say you're the same person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, so I'm guessing, did it help more with the singing? Like, help more with the singing, more the performing?
I think it was, to be honest with you, I know for a fact it wasn't all to do with like the physical transformation. I had just turned 25, 26. And I think like, I know for me, what I noticed was like, it was like a second puberty. Like right now I'm going through my third puberty, like it was this all around mind, body, soul thing. So I was doing things like hiking. I was doing things like, I wasn't going to the actual physical church as much. I was starting to read the Bible by myself, starting to be introduced to things such as meditation, things that kind of, I felt like work more in unison for who I am all around. So I think once I was starting to connect mind, body, and soul collectively, that opened up a lot of doors for me. It caused a lot more confidence. I think that's a big piece in anything that you do, showing up confident. People can see it, people can feel it, versus I do remember walking into rooms in LA, whether it be an audition room or something, and just being super shook and like knowing like that energy is also very readable, versus when I walk into a room grounded, like I don't care what happens, it's a whole nother ball game. So I think it had to do with a combination of all of that. And like I said, moving back home, anytime you get some home back in you, just those reminders of where you came from, you got your people who are going to be around no matter what. Like it's just a different energy.
You always, I want to say, you have the type of energy, no matter where you're at, people are going to feel like they're going to have a good time. You're smiling, and you always have a great energy about you. I've seen you in stressful situations at clubs, but you would never know unless someone spoke to you, because you always, it's like it bounces off of you. Being that first of all, we live in Hollywood, and being in an industry that has so many rules. How do you keep that wall of energy up?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm very protective over my energy. So even if people can't tell, I may have a shield, whether it's me getting up every 5 seconds to get air, just to, keep my blood circulation going. There's certain things that I do. Number one, pray. Things like I try not to really check in on my phone before I'm doing a set. Very, very intentional about if I am around somebody before I go up or in a club, like I have to know their energy is one that keeps me calm, that keeps me lighthearted, that keeps me laughing, or whatever it is that, there's certain people who I would never sit by before I go up, or, not that they're a bad person. It's just their energy is not going to match. Like I kind of need a blank canvas a lot of times before I go up. So I can't, deal with too much before I go on.
I think you're a very dope creator. You're honestly, I want to say that, and I could tell you here on the show, I said it to you when I saw you at the place before I bring that up, but you are very creative. And one of the first things, like I did say about the singing, was I came to your room in San Diego. And I watched you run a successful room. I remember the flyer was something creative.
It was Soulful Collective.
Soulful Collective. And you were running that successfully for a very long time. And, back and forth to San Diego. I'm going to say this. I remember the stage. We was on some ice, like a see-through glass mirror type stage. You remember that? It was like a big... Because I remember making a joke about it, but the stage was like see-through. It was like a big piece of glass.
I remember us like we were using that specific location. I think you came to, was it the warehouse? Was it? It
was a warehouse. It was definitely a warehouse, and we had such a good time. I think your family was involved with the show because
probably so.
The food was bomb.
Oh yeah, I think Miss Yvette probably cooked.
Yes, I don't remember her name, but the food was great.
We had a vibe, that was one of the first creative communities that I met when I came to San Diego. And it was actually family owned, just dope little warehouse that they rented out for different events, but they had something going on like every weekend and different DJs, rappers, painters. It was just a hub for that. So I was grateful that they were welcome the Soulful Collective, and to be able to do it here in LA and San Diego definitely was a blessing.
And the reason why I brought that up is because right now, for a lot of you guys, if you're in LA or if you're coming to California, Janae has a room called the Legacy Lounge. Now, I'm gonna tell you why this lounge is dope. During the quarantine, it's more than just doing comedy in a spot. During the quarantine, before the quarantine, which I'm pretty sure she can also agree to, it is very hard to get stage time in Los Angeles, and not even just to get stage time, but if you're working on an hour, if you're working on a special, if you're working on anything, you have to you gotta call in favors, or you gotta send text messages that might not be answered, and rooms, especially for ethnic, like for Black comedians as well, was very limited. So coming out of the quarantine, Jonnae starts this room called Legacy Lounge. I went to the lounge. I performed on it last week. And one of the things I want to say to you was you took care of the comedians in so many different ways. You made the comedians feel welcome coming into the club. You gave up and coming comedians, because let's be real. Up and coming comedians don't even get that much time on a book show, and you let the host and that segment of the show rock out. You didn't interfere with them. You let them have fun. Tell me what went into creating the room. What went into creating the room? What made you say, okay, I want to, this, from the setup to the open mic to the comedians to you booking the comedians? Tell me, I want to know, how did that all come about?
I'm so glad that you picked up what I'm putting down. So
of course,
that first time I went to that venue, I was there low key on a date, just for some hookah. And I got up, went to the bathroom, and I felt it. Like I'm a visionary, so like I'm the type where like that's so Raven, like the vision, how it just be like boom.
Yeah,
that's me, bro. So I'm like, I could totally see a comedy show here. Those seats weren't there, it wasn't set up like that. I don't know why, but I was like, I could see a comedy show here. So I asked the owner, shout out to Kelsey Mitchell, Black female owned, first Black female owned hookah lounge here in Los Angeles. Okay. I asked her, like, are you open to doing shows here? And she told me, at the time, this was still during the pandemic, like what the numbers would look like. And like, there was a time where they had an open mic, but she was open to it. So we exchanged contact, and a few months go by, and she basically is like, well, we get the go to open in April, like kind of start doing, more events. So I tell her like, hey, I have this idea for a show. I just gave the format I wanted. I wanted to have the open mic, which would give an opportunity for a co-host to have a place to grow. Like hosting is one of the best, I would say, ways to grow. It's a great way to try out new material. It's a great way to keep you on your toes. Make sure that you're getting that crowd work, like that's a huge thing. Like you can't just practice your jokes at home. Like you do need to, you got to feel, an audience and have that real reaction. So I wanted that, but I also wanted, like you said, those new faces to have a place to go, but not just the new faces. I'm the type of comedian who I still go to open mics. If I need to work out something, I'm not too proud to go to an open mic. So basically a space where it's not a lotto, it's not some ridiculous price or item minimum type of thing, but not just that, but it's also a crowd. So the crowd does come for the main show, but some are already accustomed to knowing like there is a dope open mic that feels just like a show. So you get people already trickling in for that. A lot of open mics, as you know, there is no audience. It's just all comedians. And that's the audience, right? Because most comedians, you're worried about what you're going to do when you go up there, or, so I wanted to create that space, but also a space for me to see new talent. As you know, like there's new comedians every single day popping up. So like I wanted to have my finger on the pulse too, because not only do I enjoy performing, I enjoy producing. I enjoy referring another comedian when I can't show up or when I need a feature or whatever. Like I like to know who else is out there and not just recycle the same, like, so that's where that came in. And then as far as the main show format, I have it where it's very strategic, where it's 4 spots. We do leave space for the guest pop-ins, but 2 women, 2 men. But I always like to have a legend. A legend to me is somebody who's been doing this 10 plus years, mixed with the new school too. Like I think it's important to have a space where both can learn together, grow together. It's different, but there's intersectionalities there. So I like to be a person. I've always been about like what's inclusive, it's a safe space. So comedians who are gay, lesbian, trans, they know that they can not just come to my show, but you can do my show.
You can do the show.
You're welcome to it. I would love to have you share your voice, share your perspective. And it doesn't have to be during Pride Month, I'm strategic about if they're the first few shows I've had women headliners, because I want to kind of create that balance of like we need time too. We need 30 minutes too. We need those sets too. So wanted to even that out a bit and so on. So that's kind of been a little bit of my
I want to talk to you about that now.
Yeah.
Before I even get into that, guys, make sure you share the live. I like what I'm seeing. I'm liking the numbers. Make sure you share the live, share the live, hit the like button, We have Jonnae Thompson in here. And I like this episode. So let's please show her some love. What I want to ask you is this. Now we're gonna go into the being a woman in comedy, being a woman in entertainment. Now, this is where we could debate, right? I want to ask you this question because I do, and I think this is a compliment, but you're a woman, so you can help me word it the right way, because maybe I'm not seeing the way you guys may see it. I have to respect the way, because I'm not a woman. You guys know what you go through with everything with the comedy. Now, I honestly feel like when I think of the women in comedy, when I think of the Janaes, the Camara, the Preciouses, the Carmen Bartons, the Zainabs, the Idas, and the Shantays, and the list goes on of comedians I can name, and I see a lot of shows geared. Do you feel like now they're like, all right, there's platforms where they're going all women, right? They're going all women, or they're showing more light to women. But I always felt like, I'm like, well, what made it special for me to know who Jonnae was that in this male-dominated, which it is, industry, you stood out. And I always felt like, as much as I see what they're trying to do now, I always kind of, I'm in my mind, I'll be like, because a lot of you guys stand out. It's hard to stand out. So how do you feel now? Do you like the way it was before, or do you like what they're doing now, where it's like, I feel like they're putting like, that they're looking for more? But I always felt like I said, when I met you, you stood out. It wasn't like I could run over a job. It was like, oh, she's hilarious, or this one, she's hilarious, or this one's hilarious. What do you feel about everything that's going on now? Do you think like they're not making it authentic? Do you think that they're just now like pushing the issue, or do you feel like it's needed? And I'm asking you that.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it's a fine line. I'll give you an example of like, let's say it could be taken down to something like race, where it's like, well, we don't have enough Black representation. So now you see like, all right, now they're doing a bunch of like reboots where it's like, okay, it's Black Friends, it's Black Hannah Montana, it's Black, like where it's like, okay, that's not what we're asking for. We're not, I think there's a genuine way to do it. But one thing I do know is that there are a lot more women step into the forefront in terms of production, directors, and things like that, where off top, naturally, there's going to be that, like, you're going to notice, like, okay, if there are 12 people in a room and only 2 are women, or only 1 is a woman, or let's go to most lineups, there's 8 on a lineup, there's only 1 woman. Like, there's probably the women she's going to notice that more, even down to, like I said, we can take it down to race, where it's just like, you see it a little bit more. However, there's, I think for me, I've always not took it as a challenge, but to be always surrounded by men and males for the most part. It definitely made me work harder. Definitely made me, there's just certain things I would say as a woman where I've had to like just be a little more strategic, like when where it's like, okay, or just female entertainment, like you don't have to, but there are times where you may go through a stage where it's like, okay, I'm feeling like maybe I'm being overly sexualized and not taken serious, or I'm like there are times where it's like I've been like strictly sweatpants, strictly, you know, then there's other times it's like, fuck that. We've established I'm funny. Now I'm okay in a skirt, or now I'm okay. You know what I mean? Talking about this sort of content. Like, I think it's an evolution, like every woman's going to have on her own. But I am grateful for, I think, like I enjoy like those shows where it's like, it's an all woman show.
Okay.
I do enjoy it, those moments, because it does allow an opportunity to show like we're not a monolith, you know, like you just saw, however, although it's an all female show, we didn't all talk about the same thing, which is a huge misconception. It's like, okay, women are not funny, or women only talk about this and that. I think it's a way to like, well, we'll show you, you know, can show you better than I can tell you. Or when there's the whole, oh, there's just not enough funny women. Well, it's like, you just saw 12. What are you talking about? Like, it's just a way to kind of like, here's the proof is in the pudding. Here's the portfolio. Here's the timestamp for you. Like, it's a way to, not just that, but like, I take those opportunities to meet other women. Sometimes that you do get caught up in the same circuit of like, okay, I know the same 6 women, you know, now I've met a whole nother scene. These are women from the alt scene, or these are women from the whatever scene, or, you know, like it just kind of comes like there is a way of like, we as women, there should be, I mean, a natural support. Like, it's not just saying just because you're a woman, I'm gonna support you, you know, like you gotta be, you know, gotta share the same heart. But like, it's a way to have a little powwow, which we need from time to time. I think those spaces are created a lot more for men, but we don't always have them. I see that honestly, the All Women Keep Your Distance show was the best one. No doubt. Shout out
to y'all made a lot of noise. You y'all, you know what's so funny? I told somebody this joke. I said, y'all are the bullies now. Somebody had said, it was like, and half of y'all can't even find a men, but men deserve it, because I will admit this. And you know, even with my wife being a stand-up comedian, you know,
she's serious, by the way.
She's I wanted you to say, because I didn't want to say it. It seemed like I'm just saying it.
Carmen she's in the top 5 of like, I hate to do the whole women comedians or whatever, you know, but like she's up there. I think she's brilliant, she's raw, she's fine as fuck. She's not afraid to be like, this is me. Because sometimes, like I mentioned, that as a woman, you can go through that thing where it's like, let me hide my sexiness. It's weird, but a lot of women in entertainment go through that. So I respect Carmen and all that she brings to the table.
Camara White, I never forget this. I tell this story all the time. She made me go hard all weekend when I did not plan on doing that. This was at Flappers. We were doing a show together at Flappers. We were opening for someone, and it was 4 shows. And Camara goes on stage, and fucking, it's like I have to pay attention to exactly what is going on, because she's up there destroying it was my best weekend ever. I love that about her. So it's like, for any male comedian that's thinking like, oh, these are women, like that's why I said what I said. Like, these times now, I don't even like to. I hear somebody say, okay, now we got a lady. Just bring this person. Just bring them up in the comment.
But you know what? I don't mind it. It's just, I get it, but I'm not gonna cap. Like, I don't get offended when somebody's like, give it up for the beautiful, give it up for the one. Yeah. I mean, I am a woman. I am beautiful. I am, just as long as you're not expecting me. Like, but I do get it how some people can be offended by that. But it's like, I know that I'm more than that. So when I get up there, I'm going to just show you who I am. You feel me?
What's the dating scene for Jonnae Thompson? I'm going to tell you what, because look, the questions, you see I'm like, all right, let me. What is the dating scene for Jonnae Thompson? All right, you know what? Hold that.
Show?
Huh?
Is this a clean show?
Nah, you can fucking curse. Here's the thing. Because I told you, we're going to get into some other stuff. I wanted to get the people to know who Janae was before I got into these topics. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like I'm a fan of a lot of stuff that you do. And when I bring people on, because I have a podcast I do on Sunday, but this is the morning show. And I was supposed to do the morning show with you before we did the show last time, but I was like, cool. And I usually do topics, but I wanted it to be fair of where when I put your picture up, people went crazy. I put it up on YouTube. So you could have been did that, but you know what I'm saying? But
I didn't know, because some shows they be like, we got sponsors and
no, yeah. I mean, yo, you had, first of all, let's talk about that Dipset feel. All right, the purple haze flying all around you. Like, this is what I'm saying about your energy. Like you, you're very down to earth. You're very down, and you have a lot of credits underneath your belt. You're very down. You don't carry, and I mean this in a good way. You know, people can be very Hollywood and bougie. Yep. You're not that at all. You're you're still like, you eat barbecue ribs without a fork and knife. Let's just put it like that. If you were to eat barbecue ribs, I don't think you eat meat anymore.
No, I started eating meat during the pandemic. I started eating meat again.
Okay, so Janae eating ribs with no fork and knife. She's getting the sauce. She's like, whatever. She's a real
good night. Who would ever? That's weird.
Niggas is out here eating ribs. Listen, if you eat ribs with a fork and knife in front of me, I don't trust you, because you what are you doing? So
why?
Well, let's get into it. What is the dating scene like for a female comedian / singer / creator right now for you? How's that going?
Well, it's interesting. I do get a lot of like people approach, but people are never really ready. You know, like no bullshit. Like if you've ever dated an artist, you know, like they're, you know, we're pretty out there. So
what do you mean when you say ready? What do you mean like ready? Like what's ready?
We're pretty out there. Like if you've ever dated an artist, you know that we're pretty out there. So like I think, for one, sometimes people expect, especially with the comedy, they expect like
the clown all the time.
Yeah, jokes up. And they don't realize most comedians are actually most times a little more. We're observant people, so we're usually taking in what's around us, and if you're so everywhere, you cannot take in what's around you. So, yeah, I be chilling in the pocket a lot of times, you know, because when I am on, I'm on, and that requires a lot of energy to be exuded. So like when I'm chilling, I'm 9 times out of 10 chilling, and you know, when a turn up occurs, it's natural. Like I'm not, you know, so that's one thing. But also, I would say like here in LA, it's just a different type of. I don't know, maybe I'm hanging in the wrong spaces, but like dudes in LA are on some other shit. Nick, they be a little, they be wanting to be with a queen and be the queen. Like, wait a minute, you want me to walk you to your car, sir?
So this is what I will say.
They don't feed you.
This is what I will say. After my divorce, because I couldn't say that I moved to LA married in the beginning, so I didn't know what the dating scene was like. Then when I was divorced, I went wild, and I was like, it lasted a year and a half because I was like, no.
Boy activities.
Yeah, it was weird because, you know, when you did a lot of women. What's that song? Chris Brown go. Now he gave it so a lot of people don't know that song he did called "These Hoes Ain't Loyal," right? What the song was actually about when he did it was he was basically saying that when you date in LA, it's small pockets. It's not big as you think. So for every female, or every dude, maybe or female, like 9 motherfuckers have already messed with someone that everyone has messed with, almost everyone
in the industry, for sure.
In Hollywood. And I get the stories about the men. The women one thing, that's why I never speak when I was dating. A lot of the women had a lot of stories about the men, and some of the things that they told me about the men, I would be like, "What?" So when I'm hearing the shit that you saying right now, where it's like, "What me?" There are some diva qualities to a lot of these men out here. So,
they'll sit, let you stand.
there yet.
Stay in the car, let you pump the gas. You know,
you have an old school vibe though. See, let's put it like this: a lot of women now don't respect themselves on a proper date today. Let's be like for example, if a guy is to talk to Janae, right? What's conversation like? Like, are you talking through emoji or are you talking on the phone? What like what's with that?
I'm a mixed bag. I don't really like the texting thing too much. You know, I would prefer the phone just because you can hear tone, you can, you know. And when it comes to texting, like low key, I'm a little awkward anyways with it. Like, I'm an English major. There's so much things I want to say, you know. So I turn into a dude. Like, I'll just be like, bet for show. I'm in the studio.
Niggas
like,
can't handle that.
Like 4-word max. Like, I don't know how to, like, you know, so I'd rather talk on the phone. So you could remember, I'm a woman, I'm a queen, but I am not the best texter, and I don't text back quickly, frequently, or at all.
You're like a hybrid nigga.
I'm a hybrid. For sure. That's the best way to put it.
And that's the problem. Let me explain this to you. Women like you and my wife, men they can't handle that.
They cannot.
A nigga can't handle a K or bet or what's good, like, because it's too like they say they want you. Like, that's just true. A lot of dudes was like, "Yo, I could fuck with Janae. Like, she sit Indian style when she play PlayStation. Like, I want to fuck with that." But they don't know what come with that. How they talk to females. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, they don't know. I was raised with a lot more masculine energy than female.
Okay.
And you got to take into account the industry I'm in. I'm definitely around a lot more masculine energy than feminine. So what that creates is a beautiful nigga. You know what I mean?
A beautiful nigga. What's a beautiful nigga?
Me, like.
I think it was the man.
I'm nigga hearted. Like, I do smoke Newports. I will just pull out Hennessy and like, you want to sip? And dudes be like, they be confused. I'm not gonna lie. They be like, this girl.
Are you more of the aggressive? Or are you more of the beta? Like, are you more of like all right, like today, do you like for the man to lead? Or are you like the leader? Oh, let's break it up. Like, what do you like? What is your type? Because I think I'm giving you shit. What is your type?
The truth is, I ain't got no type. I'd be surprised that I'm like, I really don't. But I don't have a type. However, I do attract the same thing a lot. So it's either a nigga who looks like Chris Brown, Common, like, I attract a lot of sexy light-skinned niggas, and I don't like it because sexy light-skinned niggas come with problems. I really want an Anthony Hamilton looking nigga for once. Like, I feel like that's what I deserve. He's gonna treat me right. He's gonna text back. He's gonna let me order an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. He's gonna walk me to my car, you know? But I attract like young, dumb, full of cum. Like, just.
Are you allowed to reveal?
Not what I like.
Are you allowed to?
Huh?
Are you allowed to reveal your age now, or no? Are you just like ageless?
I'm 34.
You're 34.
I attract them like 26 to about maybe 30.
So you need yourself like a grown ass man.
Yeah, with a job.
This is where of course. I haven't asked this question because this is coming up in the chat, and I want to clear up whatever rumors coming
They
to
want to
chat.
know.
Huh?
What
So
they want to know.
are you what is your preference of who you're dating? Are you dating? You said this at the show, so I didn't know if it was a joke. Which if it's not, I don't care. I'm just I'm asking. Are you dating? Are you dating men? Or are you going? Do you date both men or women, or do you date women, or what's going on? So cause I feel like I'm
Yeah.
ignoring the questions here. I
No,
want to
I'll answer. So I've only dated men. However, I
okay.
have found women very attractive and beautiful, but I've never dated a woman. I've never even kissed a woman, you know. But if I was to meet, you know, a young lady, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
just has never been my experience.
Okay.
So, but I, you know, was, but
She
you know,
said, "I know the vibes right now." So
yeah, you never know. Like I said, it's not, you know, and the older you get, you never say never. You just learn to just live and let live. You know, I've learned not
Janae,
to call myself anything these days, like just,
let me
you
tell you
know.
something. The way these comments are looking, and from the pictures you had on Instagram for the last month, you are probably a poster on some nigga's wall. You're probably a poster on
Well, you
some.
know, hey, I'm with
You
it.
was
I'm here
killing
for it.
them all month long. Just
I want to give a big shout out to, you know, I have some amazing friends, visionaries who have powerful visions just as well. And you're probably referring to that Savage and Fenty shoot where I have my ass cheeks out
yo,
and everything.
Janae was yo. Let me tell you something.
Oh, let me fix my neck.
I
There we
saw
go. Cheeks.
your pictures help me find mutual friends. Cause you know you gotta say the mutual friends like the picture. So I'm like, oh, look at on the low, like these pictures out here. I'm like, okay,
You know,
killing it.
here's the thing, like my good friend Kiara, aka Lola Listens Photography, like she's been on some like, you know, like fuck like societal's norms of what beauty is, what a model is, what, you know, like beauty is something that is in the eye of the beholder, number one,
Mm-hmm.
but is something that, I mean, it's usually society has it fucked up and wrong. Like when it comes to pushing the narrative of like only this type of body could be beautiful, only this type of skin complexion or this type of hair texture. Like there's just this thing where like we're on some like let's fuck up the algorithms a little bit. Like and you know, like we were shooting with, I'm telling you, moms of 7, new moms, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
new weight gain, pandemic pounds, like bloating, all types of shit where it's like we don't give a fuck. Like we're still beautiful, powerful, and like just the love on that shoot, like the sisterhood on that shoot and the aftermath. Like I've had literally almost every week some woman is coming up to me telling me like, yo, because of you I feel comfortable to wear a bikini now or in lingerie, or you know, like just that sort of thing alone is like that's powerful for someone to, you know, be like fuck that. Like
Who do you think? Who do you? All right, let me ask this question because now this is just something that's like I want to know who do you think started the narrative that black men don't like natural black? Like I like me a good stretch mark. This is just being real. I like me.
Cellulite, that's
I love
cellulite.
all of that shit. All that shit was always dope. When I was in high school and college, and like just a little belly, a little thickness, a little pouch arm, all of that shit was always dope to me. That's what I felt to be sexy on a black woman. You know what I'm saying? The bonnet shit, little tattoo here and there, Reebok classics, you know what I'm saying, to the side. You know what I mean? I always, that was always what I liked. So then when I see a lot of these posts where there be a lot of women like, black men don't like real black, they like these exotics. And I'll be like, nah, that might just be the niggas that y'all fucking with, because I know niggas are like fupas. I'm not even trying to make jokes. I know niggas are like,
there's no shortage. There is no
there's
shortage.
no shortage. I like no ankles, no kneecap women. We into all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, here's my thing. You know, one thing that I always like naturally about a black woman is that y'all can go to the laundry in some leggings.
True.
A wrap on your head. The leggings can have 1,000 cotton balls on it, and a nigga gonna be like, "What up? What's up?" I like that. Like, that is naturally beautiful to most men. That is naturally beautiful.
I got approached for porn looking messed up. I was in sweatpants, little hoodie, walking to the 99-cent store. This was my second year of college. You want to know who you want me to tell you who approached me, or
go ahead? No? I want to hear. This is where we at.
I'm talking Brian Pumper. Okay, it was like, do you model? I said, no, boy, stop. He said, I'm looking for beautiful model looking chicks like yourself. I'm a director. I do film myself. Ooh, I'm a theater major. He gave me his crazy. I do adult film. I said, ooh, never mind. I was not looking cute, and he was looking. I didn't know. I had never even seen a porn in my life. So but he was looking shining, and just teeth are just a glisten. He looked like a hood genuine, and I said, "Wow, let's see something in me."
This nigga would have tried to crack an egg over your head. Have you ever watched any of his films?
That day, that's how I started watching. Let's look him up.
Brian Pumper be cracking egg. I seen him at a train station. He cracks eggs over women's heads.
Approaches on the train.
In a train, you could be with your mom. He don't care. He about to show you some porn on his phone.
Vegan festival. I seen him at the vegan street fair. I said, "Oh wow!" Everybody looking for food. He looking for bitches. Like,
yeah, Brian is definitely always working. So let's get to
the. I respect it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what he wants to do. Let's get to the topic of the day. So the topic of the day is Drake Aubrey took out this she's the mom of a basketball player. I found out too. He took out this chick, I don't know her name, to Dodger Stadium on a date. Like, there was nobody in Dodger Stadium, and he took her out on a date, field side, on a personal date. You know, paparazzi got the pictures. So then they hit social media. And social media goes, do men need to step up their dating scene? Now, listen, nobody's competing with Drake. This is Drake. Every nigga can't go ahead and just get this out of a baseball game. I want to know, we're going to go back and forth. Okay. What is your definition? Nigga gets your number, right? Gets your number.
Right.
So the other day I spoke about this. I said, I think there's two first dates. I think the first date, the first one is to kick it. And then if we like each other, the second date is the first date, is when we go out and we really dress up. And I'm about to, because also with this Drake situation, there was a video of this girl who said she met this guy at All-Star Weekend. Did you hear about that? She met him at All-Star Weekend. They were talking on the phone for a while. He flew her out to Ohio. He said he wanted to take her to Valentine's Day to his favorite place to eat. The place he took her to was Applebee's, right? She said no. She got on the plane and she left. So I just want to know, let's break it down. What is what's going on in the first date? What are you expecting?
Well, first date, reality and expectations are much different. So, I mean, it would be nice. Like, what I would like is like, a nice dinner. And nice doesn't have to mean expensive. It could be, to me, like, it's about the experience. Like, it could be some mom and pop Thai restaurant, for all I care. We live in LA, so Ethiopian food. There's so many options that aren't like crazy expensive, but just, something that's like not so basic. Like I'm not trying to go to Denny's on the first date. Just what I wouldn't want that. But if that's where you want to take me, I'm not going to be like, I'm not coming. Take me home. Like Applebee's, like, I mean, they do got that 3 for $20. Like, so I'm like, all right, like, respect. Like, all right, you know me. I told you I do want appetizer, entree, and dessert, and 2 drinks. It's a date. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I've never had a date spend more on me than I spend on myself. So expectations versus reality are much different. Like I'm a Taurus, I'm a foodie off top. Like if I'm going out, I want to go out. Like let's make it count. Like I had better time with my homegirls on like than on dates. Like, but you know.
So okay, you a foodie. So look, Janae's energy. I feel like if a nigga took you out on the first date, right? I feel like a nigga take you to a food festival and outside and like one of them like a food festival walk and an outside movie. Cause I just feel like you give the type of vibes where it ain't about the money, but it's how it's about the effort or the vibe and the effort.
Period.
Bang. Now,
because all of those things could have even been free, bro. Like free to nothing, you know, like. You know, like honestly, some of the best experiences I've had has been an Eventbrite. You sign up quick enough, free. You know, like it don't have to. We live in LA. There's so much cool. I don't get it. It's LA. I could see we were somewhere else, but like there's so much. It could even be let's just walk down Melrose. Let's fucking go to Grand Central Market. Ain't nothing in Grand Central Market more than $8.
Carmen's in here. Our first date. So look, for
Carmen, what up,
Carmen's in here.
Right, is Carmen? Is she?
She's right. She look. So let's. I'm glad she said that.
Our first date. Okay, all right. Let me live. Let me lose.
No. Look, so check this out. Let me explain why. Remember, I said 2 first dates, right? So let me tell you how that went down. I was training Carmen.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. I was liking the conversation. When a nigga like when a dude likes a woman's conversation and I don't want you to leave, I was like, yo, let's go to Subway real quick.
Okay.
I got the sandwich, got her the raspberry cookie, you know what I'm saying? And
the little chocolates.
For the little chocolate little morsels, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good, Nick.
$10 meal, hour and a half conversation. That led to that led to the real first date of going to now taking her to a bigger restaurant, because now I'm like, damn, I invested that time. I want to spend some money now. I want to crack the wallet. I just go, you know what I'm saying? Crack the wallet hole. I feel like okay, after the date is done, right? What are the expectations of what you wearing? Like, what are you wearing to the date? Like, what do you expect the nigga to wear? What do you expect you to wear? What's going on? First date.
Well, first date, I mean, I would rather it be a little casual. I don't really want to do this big shebang, like not, you know. So I'm good with like, you know, nice jean, cute little shoe, heel, you know, not too much, because I got built-in heels and I want to be comfortable. So, you know, I ain't trying to be, you know. And like I'm a big fan of like I love a one piece, whether it's like a jumpsuit or like just like a bodysuit, like just, you know, something I'm gonna have to struggle to pee in. I don't know why, but that's what I like to wear. So
what is he wearing? What is the guy? What do you expect the guy to be wearing?
Some nice jeans, you know, his own vibe, like his own swag. So for me, I'm not too fond of telling dudes what to wear. Like, but I do want to see you bring your own game, your own energy. Like, I want to see your swag. Like, and that's always a little dependent. Like I've, you know, kind of I don't have like just one style I like. Like it's just like, okay, I see what you did there. You know, like I want to see like how you express yourself through your clothing as well. So, but
Steve
there's
Newton said.
huh?
Steve Newton said, "What about competitive dates like go kart racing or bowling, then dinner?"
Yeah, that sounds hella fun. Like I I'm into all of that. Like that's a good day. You get to it's lighthearted. I think to me, I don't really like just the straight across the table thing. That's a little too formal. Feels like a job interview. I'm gonna be weird. You're probably gonna be weird. Versus like an activity.
That's movie shit. No one really does that.
You know, it's like I don't have, you know, I'm like I'm an entertainer, but I'm not entertaining like that. Like it's gonna get weird, bro. So let's just do an activity.
You having a good time.
Yeah.
And none of these scenarios I give you end up to anything sexual, so you don't have to worry about any of that.
But they might have to worry about it because it's me, not them.
Yeah, it's you. Yeah, there you go. I just wanted to let you know that none of my questions is heading there. Hold on, let me see this. Phone out the die, but everyone, thanks for the support. Thanks for stopping by. Janae, we love you, babe. Check text ASAP. That's Carmen. She just told you to check your text ASAP. So okay, you invite the dude over, right? Janae is like, all right, I'm enjoying the date. I got some special herb at the crib. You know that I really don't break out. I'm breaking out. I got some special herb at the crib. I got some snacks at the house. You go over. I feel like you got like one of them special carpets. You tell him to take his shoes off. His right sock got a slit. His right slot got a slit hole in it. A slit hole. Where we at? He has his right sock like what are you heavy on the sock game? Like if the dude take off his shoes, he got a little slit in the sock. What's is it over?
Nah, that lets me know he a hard worker. You know what I mean? I don't always even wear socks that match. Like, not for nothing. I mean, when I'm out, like, yeah, I'm gonna do my best, but like, I'll be slipping, you know. And I dated a holy nigga before. Everything he had
holy. Hold on, real quick.
I would try to get new shirts, and he would just want to be holy. I'm like,
do you have 12 more minutes? Just 12 more minutes, and then I don't want to hold you. You got 12 more minutes, or
I ain't got no.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure
Carmen got the wrong number. Tell Carmen she got the wrong number. I ain't got no text.
All right, I'm gonna. Well, I'll tell her this right after. I'm gonna give her your number. She should have it, but make sure you guys hit the like button. Let's get this up to 50. I see the likes. Let's get the likes up to 50. We got Jonnae Thompson in the house right now. She said no. Nick, check your text. I'm kind of stranded. I know your phone's on airplane. What the hell? Hold on.
Oh my god,
babe, I left my car. I need you to text me a pic of it ASAP. Janae, hold down the crowd real quick. Give me 1 second.
All right, y'all. So how y'all doing out there? You know what I mean? This is real life. See, Nick did it right. Y'all see what he did? First, he took Carmen to Subway, right? Then he took her to. He didn't tell us where he took her, but I have a feeling it was either Cheesecake Factory or Yard House. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe not yet. That's what it was. But now look at him. He be taking Carmen to different countries. They be on the beach. They be living. I was hoping that he would do this card information over the air so we could all scam him. Because Nick is getting that money. I don't know if y'all know, but he got them subscribers. Let me see if y'all are. Let me see where our likes are right now. Oh wait, that's old. It's Nick. Hold on. Oh, you guys, this is what I call entertaining. I think for the 21 of you watching. Oh, thank you. Let me read the comments. That'll be fun. Here we go. Will you be on chocolate Sundays? I hope so. I might have to do first impressions, but we'll do it. First date should be fun, somewhere public, and have the ability to have a conversation. I hear that, Candace. Janae looking good. Thank you, Remy. No, chase her. Thank you, Marie Millen, for the hairline. Thank you. Nick, did you handle that? Because
I handled it.
You did.
Christ, I'm trying to work. There you go.
I'm going to read the comments. Burger King. Ooh, you see that? Burger King, and they've been married 40 years. But I mean, if y'all been married 40 years, like, come on, Burger King was hitting 40 years ago. That was a hit. Like this wasn't like 40. Yeah.
What happened with Burger King?
I'm reading the dates. The comments.
Okay.
Somebody want to take me on a date.
All right. They want to take Janae on a date. No.
That's what I'm seeing.
Well, I'm trying to listen, y'all. I'm trying to dig the information for you guys. Yeah, we have a all right. You want to date
Pineapple X1 right now.
You're smoking what? X1 to what?
Pineapple X1. I was answering his question.
A race car.
Entry.
You sound like a race car.
But then yeah, it's all good.
So do you okay. So you go out, okay, you say you don't care about. So what kind of man are you into? Are you let's break down the type of man you into. Are you into a man's man? Are you into a laid back man? Are you into a nerd nigga? Are you into a nerd rock star, introvert? What are you into?
I told you, I ain't got no type. You know what I mean? It's the niggas who like me for me, like, period. Like, number one, it's energy. Oh, that's always going to trump your looks, your bank account, your accolades. Like, for me, like, we got to have a vibe up top. I cannot fake that. I'm not a person who could, like, that's why I can't really, like, be a gold digger. Like, if I don't like you, I'm not going to be able to just take your money. Like, I don't like you.
So you know. The type of dudes that be like, yo, I get you whatever you want, please. No.
I don't know how to fake it. If I really fucked with you, yeah, cool. That's beautiful. But like, if I don't like you, no, I don't want your gifts. I don't want your money. Like, no, because you're gonna want my time and my energy. It's not a fair trade-off.
Have you ever kept it real with a nigga? Like, have you ever been on a boring date? Tell me
now, because I keep it real with niggas. I
give
don't
me a
know.
story. Give me the worst date you ever been on.
Oof, the worst date I ever been on.
What is like the worst? Because we're comedians, so it might be worse back then, but it's probably funny now. Like, what is the worst? Like, you were like, nigga, really? Like, what type of date? Because that face you just made, I can see you making that in someone's face at the table.
It was a date that he never took me nowhere. Like, he was like, oh, we're gonna go to dinner and the movies. But first he was like, oh, we're gonna stop by my friend's house. They're having a housewarming. We ended up there the whole night. That's not something you do on a first date. You don't take somebody to nobody's housewarming. Like, that's weird. Okay.
Did you say something?
No, I just was like super uncomfortable and I was just like, I'm ready to go. But I don't talk, the rest of the ride. I'm just like, this was weird. But like, then he hits me with the, oh, by the way, I'm married. Like, that was just I'm like, that's not some by the way shit. You cannot, like, I felt like that's like, you should be able to go to jail for some shit like that. Like, you can't just be like, that was coercion, my nigga. Like, you got to tell somebody the information before you take them on a whole ass fake date. You took me to some housewarming of your friends and they know your wife. Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
You talking to a guy for a certain amount of time. You go to a lounge and you see the guy you've been talking to. He out with somebody else. I just want to know your energy. How are you dealing with this? Like, how are you dealing with this situation? Are you busting her shit in? Are you cursing him out in public? Or are you just walking over there and say, hey, I hope you're having a good night, walking away? Like, how does Jonnae Thompson deal with that?
Is this my dude or just somebody I'm talking to?
This is like your dude. Like, like,
like my man. Like, we're in a relationship.
Well, okay, let's not your man, because I think I know I can't.
Right.
This is a situation where a guy been trying to talk to you for a long period of time. You've been giving him time. Y'all went on about 8 or 9 dates. And then you just catch him out there. Like, let's say y'all on the phone. You're like, damn, I want to see you tonight. He like, oh, I'm not feeling well. And he's like, all right, cool. I'm going to go hang out with my friends. And then you go out and see this nigga. Like, what we doing?
Now you made it real. You painted the picture.
Yeah, I got to paint the picture for you.
So I'm going to flash for 2 reasons. I told you I am a Taurus. So this is the red flag show. You know the thing about bulls,
Yes,
right?
and I haven't thrown this up, so this
They
is a
do
red
that.
flag
They do that.
situation.
That's the thing. Like, so
Red
like what
flag.
people, they keep doing this with the flags, you know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, this nigga done already lied to me. If he, like, and I'd be like, I know this nigga's a liar. Like anybody who's ever lied, I already knew they were a liar, bro. So like it's the flags, it's the flags, it's the flags. And then that right there is the red one. That one now, time to charge.
Real quick.
Real matador. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna say something in a way that's like I ain't gonna like hit nobody, but I am gonna be like, oh, what up, you old bitch ass liar? Like, like something like that, like loud enough for the girl to hear too. And then probably her be like, oh, by the way, I'm fucking this nigga. He be lying to bitches. Like,
No, listen.
That's me. Call it what you want, but yeah.
Shout out to real quick to Marie Million having a baby on the way. Congratulations.
Like literally right now.
She said it's on the way. So are you having a baby right now on live on my show? Huh?
Is she in labor?
Are you in labor? Do you want to send an email so we can see you at the I had my first baby birth right here on the show by Marie Million. So you okay, so you all right.
Let me like it.
The bill comes back. The bill is about $475. Let's say the bill's $475.
Got you. Oh, the dude. Sorry, that's what it was. If the dude said he had a baby on the way. Okay.
No, it's a woman. She said Marie Million is a woman.
And if a dude says that.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying a dude said. Oh no, I was saying a dude says this on a date that he has a baby on the way. Okay, so let's set it up.
Did you probably straight? But okay.
So Janae, y'all going on the first date. Y'all having fun. You throwing back these tacos. You know what I'm saying? The music is good. You dancing. You feeling his vibe, and you like, and he start asking you questions, and you like, yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself. He like, well, look, you're very beautiful, but I want to be honest. I have a baby on the way, but chill, but understand. I still like what's going on right now. Me and her not working out. I do have a baby on the way. Cause here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He having a baby on the way could be many different things. He could have got her pregnant 8 or 9 months ago and it didn't work out, but she wasn't going to get rid of it. Do you give this opportunity? Like, do you are you willing to give him a chance? Baby on the way. I mean, he's a father, he's going to take care of his responsibilities.
I mean, I guess it would have to be like, if we were vibing that hard, like to where it's like, all right, like, let's just see what type of dad you're going to be. Like, if you're going to be, in your child's life, I don't think that means you have to be with the mother. Sometimes it's healthier to co-parent. Like, sometimes things just don't work out. Like, flip side, let's say I was pregnant and it didn't work out with the father. Does it mean that I'm undeserving of meeting new?
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Like, you're
like, yes, it's not gonna work.
Like I get it. Like idealistically, would I want that? Probably not. But if it happened, like, like, who's to say? Like, I don't know. Like I said, I've learned to never say never. Like there's certain things idealistically I wouldn't want. But
I spoke to a chick. And then like about a month in, she told me she was 3 months pregnant. I was like, oh, come on. You know how we do. Like, they ain't gonna stop anything. And I just never called her after that ever again. Because it was one of those. It was 3 months. If you know the woman's body in 3 months, you could lose the baby. I didn't want to give her any type of stress. You know what I'm saying? So she said it. I was like, oh, like, come on. Like, that ain't gonna stop a real one. You know what I'm saying? And then like after that, I just never. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, come on. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm tired to judge,
I'm not going to, because here's the double standard. Here's the difference, right? A guy telling you that he got a baby on the way, right? And you dating him. I believe with a guy is the baby's most likely going to always be at with her a lot. You know what I'm saying? If they're not dealing with each other, but a woman having a 3-month pregnant dealing with a dude, that nigga's crazy. That he's not, because you know how men are. Men like, you better not have no one around my kids. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you know, it's a double standard. You know what I'm saying? It's a double standard.
Yeah.
You know.
But there are some women like that who'd be like, you better not have no other woman around my kid.
You gotta fight for yours, Janae.
You know, there are it's I've seen both sides of that coin. And I've also seen the beautiful side where parents have been able to just put the kid first and like not be petty. So I think it depends on the people involved more than anything.
Would you fuck with a man who takes more pictures than you?
Have
you seen those dudes that be like that?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I usually don't click match with niggas like that on dating profiles.
Okay.
Like I could tell he takes too many pictures and he's not a model. He's doing duck lips. I don't like it.
Yo, Janae, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm on this live with you, and I can tell it's a lot of you got a lot of niggas hurt. It's a lot of I can because you look like you wear your how you feel about a date. Like
I'm honest.
I can see you pull out a Game Boy on a date. Like you be bored and just pull a Game Boy out your bag and just be like, yeah, I'm fine.
I'm not that rude. I would literally just be like, can we leave? I'm ready to go. You know, or at least my phone. I wouldn't pull out a phone. I try to be at least a little. I don't like to be rude or insensitive, but I also cannot lie about my emotions or feelings. My face can't do it. My words can't do it. It's like Jim Carrey and Liar Liar, like how he literally could not lie. I can't do it.
You know what it is about you that I could tell a lot of men get caught out there with you? Because when you meet you, right? You have that. I want my mom to meet her.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, like you have like I want my mom to meet her, right? And then I feel like a dude will take you to meet his mom, and you will be like, "Hey, what's up?" Oh, and he'll be like, "Yes, I'm in there," and then you will ghost him, but you'll still talk to his mom. Like you're like, "Yo, your mom's is cool, but your mom understand why."
Nah, here's the thing. I've never ghosted anybody who didn't ghost me. That's the crazy part. It's happened to me more than once. Like on first date shit. Like, why do you want me to meet your mom? This is weird. That's
dope though. But they'll be like, after
most of the time it's not. Most of the time they live with their mom. I told you. It's like, so it's like, oh, I forgot something. Let me go to my house. And they're like, come inside, like trick you. Like, do you think I would have my thighs out like this if I knew I was going to meet your mom tonight, bro? Like, I thought it was just you and I. Like, you got in a fucked up situation.
Well, not after the first date. Like, okay, after the first date go well, and he like, damn, like he go home. Because that's how guys think. Let me just tell you how we do it, right? Guys,
yeah, the thigh is going to be out. If it's a summer date, thigh, that changes.
Summer date. All right. First date goes down. Date's over. You hug him, right? He got his nose between your hair and your shoulder right here, right? So you smelling good. He like, damn, she even got a homely smell. He go home. He's sitting in his room. He like, dudes like, yo, what? So what happened with you and Janae? He like, yo, I think that's wifey. And he on the phone with you. He just like this, like, hey, yo, I just want you to meet my moms, right? So you go over there, you meet his mom. You and the mom having a connection. You meet the family cool, but it's just an issue. This nigga, like you just like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever been in that situation where the family was cool, but you just...
Oh yeah, I have. I was in that situation. This is fresh. I've been there where love the family. And it's sad when the family loves you too. And if it doesn't work out, like you're in an awkward position, like, I really want them to see me in my happy hold'em, you know, like, you don't think it's weird for your ex's family to see you being a happy hoe?
Let me
Like,
just let me tell you this.
I be
I
twerking,
told
I be feeling so bad for my exes, like moms. I'm like, look at me on Brian Pepper's lap. It's just
man,
it's invigorating. It is invigorating to be a happy hoe. I'm young. I'm supposed to be a happy hoe. I've played it safe enough.
I remember this chick invited me over her house,
There we go.
and I thought it was gonna. I thought she invited me over. She said, "Come through." So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, this is what I'm talking about. All the hard work, and then I go over there, and it's just like mad family. I was so mad. It was like family there, and the energy I gave the family, the men knew what it was. The men was like, why would you bring him here? Because he, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But she wasn't understanding. Like this was it. This was really about it. I always felt bad meeting females' moms and parents, knowing that their goal was never to wife them up. Have you ever been a savage? Have you ever had a savage? Like, because a lot of women, a lot of people say men are savage, but I have a lot of female cousins. You guys are just as bad as men. Like, have you ever been on a savage stroll where it was like, all right, I know it's good, relax. This is it. This is you are the lineup. Have you ever been like that?
Not too bad. I would say like the only thing I could think of and it's not even that bad. Like I was dating this dude, and then like he was pretty much like, I don't think we should date anymore or whatever. Like I really, and then he was like on some like, I don't think we should be hanging out like anymore. Like you should really get out and meet new people type of things. So I'm like, bet, you know, made a dating profile or whatever. Fast forward to there was like some party they were having. I go, you know, they invite me. I'm still cool with him and the family, but I had a date that night. The date came and picked me up like from this nigga's house. Like that's probably the most savage. But other than that, I'm pretty nice. Like, you know, I don't be fucking these homeboys like when they be trying, even if they are taller, richer, you know, like I don't do that. I should have and should still.
So right now you're currently single.
Yeah.
How do these men go about shooting their shot at Jonnae Thompson? I want to before you answer this question, I just want to let all you guys know one here. I want to let you totally know this. I'm asking this question because a lot of you guys told me to ask you this.
Oh, what they want?
But I want to be honest. I don't think she's going to respond to just mysterious, unknown people from the chat. You know what I'm saying? So you it might be a little bit harder for y'all. Y'all might have to come a little bit different. I always say if you DM her and she don't block you, your chances are great. Because Carmen, she used to ghost me when I used to try to holler at her. But I never gave up because she never blocked me. I was like, if you ain't blocking me, then this game, you know, you won't get like she'll show you a picture. It was mad unread, red messages that just never was answered.
Yeah, you got to do that to niggas sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes you do.
You got to do that. You got to ghost.
Yeah, for most times, it's professional. It's not ghosting. It's professional.
Janae, how do men go about shooting shots at you? There you go. Say no more. That's it. There you go, guys. You see, she can't hide. She can't even give a political correction. It's like, why is he asking me this? Let's move on.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't know. It would have to be like come correct or don't come at all. You know, like know that like that you know I'm a lot. So like I don't know. It's like I'm very honest. You know, I think right now, to be honest, I don't really think I'm in a space to want like a serious relationship. But like dating, I'm open to meeting people, but like I don't if that makes sense. Like that's just where I'm at in my life, where I'm like, I got a few things I'd rather do before I consider like a serious relationship again. Like it's just that's where I'm at right now. But it's not to say never, but like I would say if you just want to like maybe hang out, have a good time, grab a drink, grab, some dinner, some den, whatever, like come correct, like be respectful, don't be weird.
What if
like,
a guy takes you out to Legacy Lounge?
Huh?
What if a dude takes you out to Legacy Lounge?
No more. I work there, so that would be. I don't goes there. Like, come on. Swear.
He did like, yo, you can't give me no discounts. So what we trying to? No, but of course. So okay, let me ask you this question. We have 47 likes. Let's get it to 50, guys. I'm about to end. I'm about to wrap this up with Janae. We learned a lot about her today, man. I want to know what is the end goal? Not dating. I'm talking about career-wise. What is the end goal for Jonnae Thompson? Like, where do you see yourself? Like, do you see yourself? Like, are you trying to get to the goal to give back? Are you trying to get to the goal to be the biggest star ever? Are you trying to be a trendsetter? Are you trying to? What is Jonnae Thompson's major goal?
Number one, to build a legacy, generational wealth. Like, I've worked hard and I will continue to work hard. And I feel like to be able to not just make a living, but make a difference through what I do, through my comedy, through my music, through whatever I may produce.
This is what my DM has looked like for you when I put look, I put the profile picture for the show on YouTube.
Okay.
These niggas have been in my DM for you on something like, and it's all about your skin. It's like it's the skin, that black chocolate queen. Like they want you today. So
yeah, got me. Yeah, but no, there's things I want to do, like still in my career that I haven't yet even got to touch the surface. Filmmaking, writing books, scripts. Definitely more with acting, music, just using all of my gifts. Talk show host. There's a few things. Cooking show host. There's food show, whatever. All that, I let it eat. Keep saying that. I have not had lunch yet. I'm so hungry.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
No, you're good. I'm just thinking about what am I gonna eat today.
Well, you said you're back to meat again. You're not all the way vegan anymore. Are you gonna go back to being vegan?
Maybe. I still eat a lot of vegan and plant-based meals. That's all I cook. But when I do go out, I still leave room for other things.
Okay. What's the lineup for the next show? When's the next show? What's the lineup for the next show?
So the next show is going to be July 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
And that lineup is, give me 1 second.
Y'all getting the exclusive if y'all are in Los Angeles.
D'Lo Brown, Lauren Harding, Charlie Wilson, and there'll be another special guest for a headline.
And listen, when you guys go to the show, after the show is done, you guys can play. There's games. They have food.
Oh yeah, Connect Four.
For the Connect Four, food, dope drinks, great staff. It's just an all-around dope show. And then you have a dope host. And for some of you niggas and women, you have some ultimate eye candy to look at. You guys. Everybody
through the show be fine too, y'all.
She brings them out. she brings them out. Yo, what was your host? Yo, let me tell you this. Yo, what's funny? We said this joke about your host. He's hilarious, right? Aaron brought every guy up. Like, yo, so the first guy, he was like, coming to the stage, this big black brother, Then the next guy, he was like, next guy coming to the stage, we got this in shape gentleman coming
Oh
to the
my
stage.
God. This
I'm
everybody
like, nigga, why are you bringing us up like this?
with these
But
descriptors.
the script, but he was funny.
He needs to get casting director. He was giving breakdowns.
He was definitely hilarious.
I love it.
Make sure you guys follow Janae on Instagram. Make sure you guys follow everything that she has going on. What are some things that you have coming up?
So as Nick mentioned, every second and fourth Thursday, you can catch me at the Legacy Lounge here in Los Angeles, producing and hosting a dope show, bringing some of your favorites. If you're in San Diego, every third Saturday of the month, you can catch me hosting Serenade, which is a R&B social. I'm working on some music and working on getting that 1 hour to y'all this getting some things cracking and popping with that. But, yeah, keep up with me on Instagram, YouTube, all that jazz. Catch me on All Def Cannabis, All Def Women. We got some things coming at you as well the next few seasons. So
there you go, guys. Give it, Janae. I appreciate you. I had a lot of fun with you today.
It was a lot of fun.
I just learned just how much of a nigga you are. And
the more you know me, the more you'll find out. You'll be shook. You might actually be shook.
You're super cool. Always loved speaking to you, and I'm glad you did my show today. That's why I said I wanted to make sure today. I really wanted to highlight who you were for people and just let people get to know more of you. So I appreciate you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me. This was definitely a good time. Shout out to Wifey.
Definitely.
Period.
You guys can have y'all woman talk after the show.
Yes.
All right, homie.
All right. Peace. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Man, shout out to Jonnae Thompson, man. Just in here, rocking it out. Make sure you guys follow her. She's really dope. Very, very supportive. Very talented. Can sing. Hilarious. She does have a dope room. Make sure you guys, let's get that 50th like going, guys. Let's get that 50th like going. Also, this Sunday, I will have Daphne Springs on the show. Shout out to Jason for the Cash App donation. And shout out to y'all, man. And let me just touch on this a little bit, man. Listen, stop comparing. There goes Janae in the comment section. When it comes to dating, stop comparing y'all dates to what you see with celebrities and social media. Don't let social media be the reference to your dates, or you will be lonely forever. You will be lonely. Just enjoy life. Enjoy the dates. Enjoy your dates. Stop looking at what Drake is doing or looking at what Saw Sweetie is doing and all these other they have them. They're the different tax bracket. Don't be that lonely ass nigga chick out here, quoting rap lyrics and shit like that and feeling like that this is how you're supposed to live. These niggas are writing shit for entertainment purposes only. Drake takes thousands of chicks out to different random places. You can't compete with this nigga. Just live your life. Ladies, if your man is genuine and he likes you, and just, stop comparing his pockets to Drake's pockets. If you personally want to be one of these celebrity side hoes, they just say that. You understand what I'm saying? Just say that. But if you're looking for a man that's gonna hold you down, hey, let whatever God sends your way, try your best to just explore the best situation with that. Same thing to the fellas. Stop looking for these big booty paper made clay models. Okay. Look, some of you niggas ain't gonna be able to get that in the first place. You gotta have the money and the funds to upkeep that lifestyle that they want. You don't need that in your life. Just go out there. My man Wonder Man is going. He's chocolate bar is all in here. All right, man. Hey, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what I want y'all to do. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button if y'all haven't hit the subscribe button. And make sure that when the live is over, jump in the comment section and leave comments and fuck this algorithm up. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. This is the Curious Red Flag versus the World Morning Show. This Sunday, we will have Daphne Springs on episode 51 of the podcast. Peace.